What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another uh another Prize Picks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I got a little hype in the very beginning of that intro. Completely forgot about what came next. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. All right. Thank you guys for joining me as always. PropsMadeEasy.com, baby. Advanced data driven tools to help you make these smart decisions based off of top notch data in the industry. Props Made Easy has partnered with the biggest data company in all of sports. And it is bringing you the best data that you could possibly imagine for all sport types. So me and a few of my colleagues were having a conversation yesterday, and it finally hit me what the biggest flaw is in some people when it comes to sports betting, and that is impatience. Number one. Number one thing is impatience. The number one thing is wanting immediate gratification. Wanting to, the minute you place bets, the first time you place a bet using something, if it doesn't hit, you immediately lose faith. If you go, let's say the tool has a couple guys over, you put their overs, they both go under. Immediately after that, though some of those people are immediately like, oh yeah, I can't go unders on them anymore, or I can't ever go under. I'm gonna play only overs now. It's the want for immediate gratification, as if betting doesn't have that up and down moments, as if you don't hit right away the first time you try, or within the first week, if you're not absolutely dominating, you lose faith in something. You change your process. You don't stick to a process too long. And that's the biggest issue that you could possibly have in sports betting. In sports betting, you have to keep the same like the same routine. You have to find a process that works for you and stick with it. If you're constantly looking and searching for a way to not lose, you will lose more than you win, because losing happens. There's nothing you can do about that. So when you come into sports betting, you need to understand, don't sit there and shoot for immediate gratification, okay? You need to be able to take those L's, because those L's are going to happen, okay? At Props Made Easy, we take out that, oh, I should have done this, should have done that, question mark. Like, we are partnered with the biggest data company in the entire industry, with the most accurate projections you can possibly get when it comes to projections in general. You know what I mean? They are award winning when it comes to their data. So there's not a question mark whether the data is pointing you in the right spot. The question is, can you ride the ups and downs that comes with sports betting? Can you understand that if you miss on a certain play, that doesn't mean to forever after that you start going the opposite way. That's one thing that I've really noticed since being on Props Made Easy. Sometimes I'll be in the chat and stuff, and I'll notice people immediately after one down time or one down moment say, oh, I can't do this anymore, I can't do this anymore, oh, I gotta stop doing this, stop doing that. It's literally the moment you lose, you change a process. You never stick to a certain thing. You're always changing your process because you feel like there should be a process where you never lose. And that will always keep you in a losing loop. You have to use the best data available to you, which is PropsMadeEasy.com, and you have to stick with it. You have to stay consistent, because over the long run, data is the most successful way to go about things. And I know some of y'all are probably like, what do you know? Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to keep fucking with my process and I'll find a way to never lose. I get it. There's some of y'all out there who just don't see me as somebody you care to listen to. And that's fine. You live and learn in life. And if y'all want to do, y'all do what y'all got to do. Just like I've always said, if you don't want to use Props Made Easy, peace. Do what's best for you. Whatever is best for you, and whatever you believe is the best data and bringing you the best information, then do that. You know what I mean? But if you're looking for immediate gratification and you're looking for a way to never lose, that will never happen. But yeah, so we were just having that conversation, and that was something I was like, oh, I got to make sure I mention that in the video, because that's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. The biggest flaw in a lot of people in sports betting is they want immediate gratification. The moment they lose, they try to uh, alter their game plan, alter their routine, and They are always searching for that new thing because if they miss, they feel like they could have done something different. That's just sports betting, buddy, if you miss. You know what I mean? That's just is what it is. The quicker you understand that, the better. Welcome in. Let's get it, y'all. Starting off at baseball, I'm going to start off with a hitter fantasy score as my favorite. Bryce Harper. I love Philly lefties today. Schwarber, Harper. These guys are guys that I have a ton of interest in. Bryce Harper especially. Going against Caprillion, Harper is fantastic. Extremely high Wnba versus right-handed pitching, and he's facing a pitcher who can't get lefties out at all. He cannot get lefties out. I think Harper hits a home run today and makes this easy. So over 8.5 hitter fantasy score for me is a gut call that I'm going on this slate. As you guys know, I am somebody who goes under on Mitch Keller's fantasy score whenever he's on the road and his prop line's too high. I get it. He's had a good start to the year. In his last start, we went under on his last start as well, and he ended up being a bum. In this start against Milwaukee, he's traveling to Milwaukee. Milwaukee has a lineup full of lefties that they can throw against him. He's got a solid K rate versus lefties and all that, but if you look at him over a broad scale, that lefty matchup's going to be a little bit tough here possibly. So at 35.5, data has him at 28. I don't see Mitch Keller as a top-notch level pitcher. He's got some good stuff for sure, but he does leave things kind of hanging over the plate some, and that can be a problem. And when he's on the road, especially when the prop line's at 35, he needs 36. So he needs to have a very solid game to hit this. And in Milwaukee, facing some lefties in that lineup, I think he could possibly struggle here. So I'm going under on Mitch Keller's pitcher fantasy score. Not only does my gut agree with this, but the data speaks volumes on this. So I'm going under on Mitch Keller pitcher fantasy score and then over on Bryce Harper. I think he hits a home run today. I love Bryce Harper today. I love the lefties, period. Like, I would love Schwarber, but I don't see him on here anywhere. So, yeah. So Schwarber is my absolute favorite bat today. But Bryce Harper is going to be the one I go with here because I want a Philly lefty, plain and simple. All right, first inning runs tool. The best over is the Angel and Royals. And then the best under is the Orioles and Cubs. Let's go Csgo, baby. We're going to start it off with an over on Rafaksef. However you say his name, for GTZ against Saw. His prop line's at 32.5 for map 1 and 2 kills. We have him at 38. We have him having a solid game here. He is a solid player on this team. Yes, they're expected to lose. I'm expecting them to lose no problem, but still hit his prop line because 32.5 is a little low for a guy of this caliber. 5.61 differential for Raf. Really like that spot for him. And then we're going under on Patsy again. I know the under didn't work for Patsy yesterday, but I'm going right back to it. Team Adrian against Get Right. I'm going under on Patsy, man. Map 1 kills. Guys have to be on point to hit this. And yes, he could, but more often than not, he's not going to. So he has to hit 26 map 1 kills. We're going to go with the under here, a minus 7.59 differential. At the end of the day, Patsy's under is going to hit more often than he's going to go over in this spot, regardless of if he went over yesterday or whatever happened yesterday. Like I said, that immediate gratification, y'all need it to work immediately. Y'all need a bet to work immediately or you change your game plan. And you need to stick to the same thing. Stick to the same game plan. And what has proven to work is the prop tool straight up on CSGO. All right, people are always like, oh, I missed this pick. Oh, that team was expected to lose. I'm never betting on a team that's expected to lose. I'm never betting an over on a team expected to lose again. And that's just not a good game plan. Or vice versa. Same situation on the other end. It's like, guys, you have to just go off the data and trust it, or go off what you know personally. Cool, throw in some of your gut, but don't change your process. Stick with whatever process you like to go with and roll with it. You know what I mean? Don't change it. If you're looking for a way to never lose, it will never happen. Under on Patsy map 1 kills, over on Rafts map 1 and 2 kills. Let's go WNBA. In WNBA, at the top of the list, we have Jewel Lloyd, PRA of 30. Like the over slightly of her PRA at 2.2 differential. And then I like to grab an under. Yeah, I'm going to grab an under in that same game. Kalani Brown, under 19.5 PRA, 17.95 projection, minus 1.55 differential there for Kalani Brown. All right, soccer. Let's see if we got anything here that's looking good. Ronaldo's under. His prop line's at 5. He needs 6 to kill us. We have him projected at 4. So the under on Ronaldo is a good bet there. And then let's go ahead and roll the over on Eden Dzeko. Yeah, Eden Zeko shots over 1.5. We have him at 1.93, a 0.43 differential. So over on Zeko, under on Ronaldo. I know that sounds crazy to say under on Ronaldo, but his prop line's pretty high. All right, so baseball. Let's recap. Bryce Harper's over hitter fantasy score. I think he hits a home run today. That's just gut and data is speaking that he goes over today. Mitch Keller. Anytime Mitch Keller's on the road and his prop line's this high, I'm willing to take the under. Plus, the data speaks that the under's the play anyway. Especially when you know when you've been playing pitcher fantasy score, you understand that the tool is all over pitcher fantasy score more often than not. So, this is a fantastic spot for the under. Um, First inning runs. Over on the Angels and Royals. Oh, and then under on the Guardians and Diamondbacks is the top under. CSGO. We have over on Raph, and then under on Patsy. And then WNBA, we have over on Jewel Lloyd, under on Kalani Brown, and then to finish it off, we've got the under on Cristiano Ronaldo, and then the over on Dzeko. All right? Thank you guys for joining me as always. Good luck today. Let's get this money. PropsMadeEasy.com, baby. Let's get it. Utilize the player prop chat. Go over ideas, post slips, whatever y'all like to do. Go over talk ideas out with other members. Utilize the tools, man. Like I said, I don't just say this because I'm a partner in the company. I say this because I know for a fact Props Made Easy is partnered with the biggest data company in the sports industry. Okay? And when you have that level of data coming in, you trust it. Okay? So I like to pair my gut and just what I know from 7, 8 years of playing baseball betting and what the tool is telling me. If you don't have 7, 8 years of experience and you're just kind of new at this and using the tool, then I would use the tool to your best of ability. You know what I mean? Maybe talk to other people in the player prop chat. Utilize the tools more than I would try to force anything or follow some random person on Twitter. All right? I would utilize the data more often than not because any person that you follow on Twitter needs to be using Props Made Easy as well. Any person's Discord that you're in needs to be using Props Made Easy as well at the end of the day because none of these people are utilizing as much data as the tools are. And at the end of the day, utilizing the data is the most important thing that you could do. And I know I always talk about this. And even if I had zero involvement in Props Made Easy, I would be a member of Props Made Easy and I would be utilizing these tools just because I know that, okay, this is a big time company, a legit company partnered with legit companies and making big moves in the industry. So this is where I would be and this is where I would trust at the end of the day. And that's what it comes down to. If you don't have time to study like that, and you're trying to come in and utilize the best information you possibly can, this is the number one place to be. Plain and simple. And you utilize it for a month, you'll see that. Unless you're just doing like 6 picks every single day and hoping to sweep every day. And if you're not sweeping every day, you're upset. Like, don't play 6 picks every single day. It's from time to time I'll see somebody say, "Oh, I've been struggling." And you ask them, okay, like, how have you been playing? Oh, I play 6-mans every day. Of course. Like, okay, that's why you're struggling, bud. Like, you're expecting to hit a 6-man every day. That's just a bad strategy. And I get it. The player prop industry has promoted these 6 picks. Oh, it's exciting. And everybody you see is posting 6 picks for you to follow and all this as if that's the way to go. Like, that's a losing strategy. All right, and as time goes on, more and more people, I'm hoping the people at Props Made Easy can become, you're already using data instead of relying too much on Vegas and last 5 and last 10. So that's the first step. That's awesome. The second step is betting properly, using only amount of money you're willing to lose and doing smaller, like not putting all your eggs into a 6 pick. All right, and you'll learn that as time goes on as well. It's like, I understand a lot of new people come into this industry thinking it's an easy way to make money. It's an easy way to make money. You come in and like, oh, I want to make some extra money. Let me go bet on player props. That's dumb as hell if that's what you're coming in for. You need to do it because you love it. And yes, you can make money if you utilize the right things, but it's going to be an up and down situation. It's a roller coaster. There's nothing that stays at the top and never drops. There's nowhere you can use. There's no person you can use. There's nobody out there who is utilizing that. I know there's some people on Twitter. Somebody sent me something the other day. of somebody showing like they are millionaires off sports betting over the last year. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. I'm actually good friends with one of the top bettors in the world. And I know for sure that he's not making $1 million in a year sports betting. Nobody is. Nobody's profiting $1 million in sports betting every year. Nobody. So it's bullshit. It's Photoshop, all that bullshit. So, I mean, it's aggravating to see that type of shit being promoted and whatever, but at the end of the day, y'all gotta live and learn, man. You see somebody promoting as if they won $1 million, go try them out, and you'll see for yourself that it's not true. Just, you know what I mean? Try it, live and learn. Go through, go experience what you gotta experience, and then when you come back to Price Made Easy, come get this money, baby. Let's get it. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Have an amazing Saturday. It's Father's Day tomorrow. I'm not going to do any videos tomorrow. It's Father's Day. I'm waking up. I'm snuggling my son. I'm hanging out with my son. I'm playing baseball with my son. I'm doing everything with my son tomorrow. I'm not going to be doing a video, but I will be researching and doing my DFS stuff at Greenlight DFS. But I won't be doing any videos. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm out. Have a good weekend.